So the topic of monkey mind comes over and over. There are times when we cannot meditate or concentrate. And how do we tackle that, basically? Pandit Maharaj, who used to live about 45 minutes from the Taj near Agra, he met Guru Maharaj very early on, and he followed the principles and practiced in Guru Maharaj's guidance that very soon he started traveling widely with Guru Maharaj and took on propagating this meditation and satsang process and method throughout northern India. He used to travel far and wide. Pandit Mihilal Ji, he wrote a book, Self-Realization Journey. And there, in one of the chapters, he talks about how to tackle the monkey mind. First thing he says is that when our five senses become overpowering, or one of the five senses becomes overpowering, then also we cannot concentrate. That is why this inward orientation that we pursue in satsang, in this meditation process, kind of helps get away from this ongoing onslaught by the five senses of going towards the world. When you look inwards, that is one of the first steps. When we have these five senses indulging in their typical natural processes, our mind can't concentrate because it kind of flows with it. And then I have talked about three energies that affect our meditation. Satraj and Tame, which is the positive energy, the negative energy, and the blend of these two. So there are times when we have a very refreshing, very positive, very uplifting experience in our meditation, and that's how it ought to be. But then there are times when you close your eyes and it's all dark, light is nowhere to be seen, and negativity is pulling you down instead of this positive energy pushing you up. This negative state, or the negativity is overpowering. That state will also make it very difficult to concentrate and difficult to have a good meditation session. Then the third state, which is the blend of the positive and negative, which then results in passion and ambition, which are good things. Worldly progress and even spiritual progress has to happen through this energy, which propels it towards action. But where there is action, there is no peace. So during the meditation, we do not want even that action-oriented state, because that will cause the meditation to be not so positively energized. So while this state where passion and ambition is on the rise is good for us, but leads to suboptimal meditation, or where the monkey mind is at work in some way, shape, or form. Like if you're thinking about, I need to do this, I need to do that, and I'm focused, all these ambitious thoughts, which are all good, but not helpful in meditation. Then comes onslaught of the emotions. So if any one of the emotions consume your mind or become overpowering, then also it's very difficult to focus and concentrate. Anger, lust, greed, worldly attachments, or things, you get so entangled that your focus is always towards something that you're thinking about. And then ego. All these affect our monkey mind in a way that meditation and concentration becomes difficult. So that is a long list in itself. But then there are other things, like when you are in deep grief, deeply sad for some reason, those situations, especially around those circumstances or during that time where you're deeply affected by something that way, then also it's hard to concentrate and meditate. And worry and anxiety is the biggest obstacle to meditation and biggest obstacle to peace. So if you are worried intensely about something, then you won't be able to meditate or concentrate. Then it's also when you are ill or you're unable to sleep well, those states also would cause the same effect. I mean, if you haven't slept well during the meditation, the state would be such that it'll be difficult to meditate or concentrate. Illness, or anything within the body is not okay, then the pain would attract your mind towards that, and hence you won't be able to meditate well. There are other situations when you get insulted and that impacts you so much, and that thought will continue to circle in your mind so much that it will be very difficult to concentrate. And another thing is that when you hurt someone, an act of violence, there is something that you shouldn't have done and you have done to hurt others, that could impact your meditation in a very negative way. Telling a lie to hurt someone, taking some action which has hurt someone. So, those kind of things definitely are not going to help your meditation. Then there is another one, finally, talk about when you do something positive, but if you do like a little too much of reading, like some scriptures and books, a little too much, too many thoughts. There are times when good deeds, those shouldn't be done in a selfless way and should be done with the spirit of service, but sometimes we get distracted, and the impact is that you are unable to concentrate on it. These are the several ways in which the monkey mind gets like fed by these things, and the meditation and concentration suffers.